What's going on, guys? It's Lady B. We've got our very first coverage of a Town Hall 14 war with ATN in it for ESL Meisterschaft, and I announced the winner of the super top secret Supercell mystery box giveaway. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So it is official with Town Hall 14 dropping, and the leagues are already going through with these Town Hall 14 wars. And we've had our very first ATN ESL Meisterschaft war. Now, ESL Meisterschaft has already been into 4 of these matches. So each of the teams have had 4 matches each going through. And today was the 5th match in a series of a total of 10 matches into the group stage. And they've just started with Town Hall 14 a day after the release of the Town Hall 14 update. So I'm going to tell you, it was pretty incredible. Brace yourselves, get ready. But first, I want to talk to you about the winner of our super top secret Supercell mystery box giveaway. So I've scrolled through all of the comments, and by the way, thank you so much for the amazing comments that came through, and so many of them. I love the fact that you guys are talking and chatting, and I really appreciate it. I'd love to see more of that. I always want to hear from you guys, and I do read through it. Even if I don't respond, even if I don't give it necessarily a love or a like, I actually read through these. I scroll through, and sometimes I giggle, sometimes I laugh, sometimes I do wind up responding. But it is official. We do have a winner, and the winner is Keith Purvis. And Keith Purvis said banana. That was his comment. Banana. Simple as that. And he wins the super top secret Supercell mystery box giveaway. So Keith, make sure to check in the comments, because I'm going to be replying to you, and I'm going to need your email so I can send you all the details. But let's talk a little bit more about this match that we had. So ATN came into this. They were 4-0. They've had this perfect streak going into this match. ATN is in the top of their group stage and undefeated. So the question was, how were they gonna fare against Zepto, who they're going against in this Town Hall 14 matchup? And bear in mind that ATN did yesterday have an ESL Mobile Open MENA matchup. So this was a different ESL league that they were in, which is in the latter phases. They had a matchup, and it was a 15-15 war, and it was a draw. So we didn't know what to expect with this one, and it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. So stay tuned, take a look. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch, where you can watch these incredible wars live and root on your favorite teams. And get ready for some ATN versus Zepto action. Okay, Crusader. Dog, thank you for the follow. We got Crusader coming in. Oh, this is I have to get used to this. So we've got the hybrid. Now the Queen's got Lassie with her. We've got the King with the Mighty Yak. And it's the Royal Champ who's got the Unicorn. Okay, so interesting combination. So with Lassie on the hunt, on the outskirts, this actually quickly moves the Queen charge part of this along. We do have 2 super wall breakers. This is really gonna take some time to get used to, talking about these strategies with adding in the pets now. So Lassie really does help speed this up quite a bit, keeping the Queen moving along. But the Queen suffering just a bit, gets a rage down, but she also has to force the ability to actually pull through that, and doesn't even make it into that scattershot compartment, where I do think that he wanted to see her working in through. She does go to the next scattershot compartment and will work through, but the healers aren't going to remain, so she's not going to get too much more value. I don't know how much this path is going to be shaped up for this hybrid push. I'd be a little bit worried, considering we still have that multi in the backside of the base to worry about, that the Queen will not get to. Frames Parecho, again, thank you so much for the bits. I know a lot of these notifications are pretty delayed coming through, but thank you so very much. So we have the King and the Mighty Yak on the outskirts. Now, the combination of the Mighty Yak is actually really nice with the King for funneling, because it really helps clear out a good chunk of the base. And even if the King dies out a little bit early, you might have the Mighty Yak to do just a little bit more work coming through, or vice versa. So we've got the Hogs coming out of the Siege Barracks, just a little extra bump coming through. But as you can see, with the Queen not taking the scatter shot, it does pose a big problem. And that is that we've got nothing to take it on, even though he tries to bring in some loots to take that down, it is not going to be enough. It looks like ATN has some lessons learned from their previous match against Zepto, and they are going to be able to hold them off on a defense. Now, yes, we do have the Royal Champ ability, and we have some more troops left on the board, but that's not going to be enough, surely, to get through to the back end of the space with the king still alive. The Royal Champ still doing some good work, though, with the assist of the Unicorn helping her out. But this is where we're going to see her in a bit of a pickle. She's already burned through the ability and has not made it to the scatter shot yet. And this will be her ultimate demise. Scatter shot will not go down. Pekka no longer on the board. And this is just a matter of percent cleanup here. So that is huge, huge, huge defense coming in for ATN, considering we already know that Zepto had a perfect war against ATN and won on a time draw. So where are we left with? 81%. And again, unfortunately, for some reason, my stats are not working, so we will not be able to see them in the brackets there. So we'll just kind of keep an eye, and I'll go back and forth, and we'll talk a little bit about the percentage. ESL website says ATN won versus Zepto in Mobile Open. I heard that Zepto won on time, unless there might have been another war today. I heard that Zepto won on time, if I'm not mistaken, unless I'm thinking of something else. Maybe I'm thinking of another war. Clash Crumb, again, thank you for the 100 biddies. So we've got Vala, yes, coming in with the Zap-Quick Log Launcher Lalo. And, okay, he switched it up a bit. He's going with the Unicorn for the King and the Mighty Yak for the Queen. But this is still kind of like the combination. This is, look at Vala. I think he's been watching my videos. This is just about the combination that I've used. Though he does bring an invisibility spell. We've got a nice long line drive down to the back end. And I like where he's clearing out, because we're going to see the heroes taking on both scatter shots and leaving just a small fragment of the base in that back end left over. Nice value with the Zapquake combination as well. So we've got the Eagle down. We've got an Inferno down. We're going to get these scatter shots down as the Queen still has her ability. And we have an invisibility spell that can help. Let's see if it's going to be used for the Royal Champion just to pick up a little bit more value. I think it's really dependent upon whether or not that scatter goes down. Scatter goes down. Queen's doing some good work, still hanging on to that ability. Oh my goodness. Look at her go with this Mighty Yak. And he's going to open up the wall to the Town Hall. She's going to take the Town Hall down all by her lonesome. Oh my goodness. This is going to be absolutely wrecked. This Warden essentially does not need to use his ability to get these loons through, though he does pop it down because we have the defending RC to worry about, and he wants to make sure that it goes down to the pups and the headhunter. Loons pathing through very nicely, but this is a solid push. Nice use of the freeze on the multi-targeting Inferno, and that Hound is tanking for days. We've got the haste to sweep the loons into the back end. I mean, this is record time for a Lalo. I feel like we're looking at. We've got about a minute on the clock, and it is all clean up, and he has not used a single loon in this one. Wow. All I can say is that this new meta is just making Vala absolutely OP. Crazy. What did you think of that? That's the value I'm talking about, though. Like, with that Zapquake Log Launcher Lalo, you bring in the heroes with the Unicorn, the King and the Queen with the Unicorn and the Mighty Yak, and that Log Launcher, you're talking about insane value. He didn't think that the builder huts were going to make too much of a difference, particularly with their radius and their damage, that they do less value than an archer tower. And I think he might be right. It would be nice to maybe see those having a little bit more value to them. So let's see what Tim has coming in. We've got the Blimp sailing through, Yeti Blimp combination to take on this 430 chamber here. No rage needed to actually take down that scatter shot there. Will it be enough to take down the Warden Tower as well? It looks like it should be, as Loon helps hold some distraction, though it might not, because I think it's going to be the Wizard Tower that they target. But that's fine. That can be left through for the back end of this. Now the Queen's pathing to start her movement in towards that Town Hall. We've got the Queen working with Lassie, and Lassie will obviously take the lead here and help clear out the way, but Lassie doesn't last that long in this one. That's why I like the unicorn sometimes with the queen, because it stays a little bit closer. I think Lassie works really well with the royal champion because they work together and they jump over walls. But that does speed up the queen quite a bit and moving through, and she's on her direct path here to take on the town hall. Now let's take a look, because we've got the king who's going to work on the outside edge along with the mighty yak. So again, a lot of power to dominate and clear that path for the hybrid coming in. Now we've got one jump to force the queen into the core of the base, take on the multi, and keep the hybrid pathing through. And because Tim has started this so early now, we can see the queen starting to work her way through, but she's got to get through the clan castle troops. This does keep her navigating into the center of the base though. And look at this, Tim's been able to hold on to the ability of the queen. We do have the warden working together with the electro owl. Again, I like this combination because you get a lot of great bounce off of that electro owl when you're using things like hybrid and Lala, where the electro owl can stay behind and stay protected. Royal champ, does she still have the unicorn with her? Yes, she does. Stays right behind her, though. We might see it get knocked down by the multi-targeting inferno if the queen doesn't get it taken down quick enough. The queen does get it taken down, and the unicorn stays alive, keeps that royal champ moving along. Now we've lost a lot of the hybrids, so it's up to these heroes, and let's see what kind of difference these heroes make, the hero pets make in keeping this alive. We've got a queen ability, we've got a royal champ ability. With the eagle, the only big threat remaining, and if Free's holding it off, I gotta say, these hero pets are OP. You can see how much longer they help keep your heroes alive when used properly and in the right combination for the right bases to pick up the 3-star. And I think that's going to be the biggest part that base building needs to adjust to. And I don't even know if it can adjust to. I think that's what we're going to have to start seeing. Yeah, this is absolutely crushed. So Tim pulling in the 3-star. And this is the first actual war I'm getting to see and seeing how our ATN guys are doing. And so far, Vala's attack absolutely crushed it. Let's see what A.S.S.I.E is bringing to the table. So A.S.S.I.E coming in with the Chinese P.E.K.K.A Smash. So this is the use of the Super Wizards with the P.E.K.K.As. And I usually like to call it a Super P.E.K.K.A Smash, but a lot of people in the game will call it the Chinese P.E.K.K.A Smash because that's really where it's originated from. It's from a lot of the Chinese players, and it is super, super strong. But let's see how it's used with the pets. We've got the Warden starting off the walk. And again, we know with the Electro Owl, it's a nice combination, but it does stay slightly in front of your heroes most times. So when you are using it for a Warden walk, you're kind of trading it for the value that you just work your Warden through quickly. This helps with a lot of Smash style attacks or Super Witches where time is of the essence. And we've got the Warden quickly working through and 15 seconds slightly to spare as we drop down the king. The king is working along with the unicorn. So we want to keep the king alive a little bit longer. Again, I like the combination of the king and the yak because it really helps power through. But the yak could serve useful with the queen in this one because it keeps moving through those walls. It's going to help quite a bit with the Smash style. So Warden makes his way through. King still going strong, has the ability, but can that unicorn keep him going just a little bit further down to that 3 o'clock multi-targeting inferno? We've got everything powering along. Yak, P.E.K.K.As all under rage, and the Super Wizards just jumping into that rage to get past the town hall. The Wardens use the ability, so we will likely see. I'm curious to see if the Super Wizards actually die out in this very quickly. Oh, this is a nice tornado trap here, trying to hold things off right inside that poison. That is very nice. That is very devious. Oh, nicely placed there. Does keep a lot of this at bay, but it's up to the heroes again. Let's see how much they can power through with what they have left on their pets. Do they have any pets left? No, just the Royal Champion who has Lassie working along. And we do have an invisibility spell. We've got a 2 freezes. Oh, and we've got a rage left over for this one, plus the queen ability. I gotta say it. I gotta say it. I think this one is wrecked. Nice use of the freeze here. We didn't even need the invisibility spell to keep that royal champ alive. And we get to see A.S.S.I.E swagging his queen. This is really the true power of these hero pets, because look at how much you wind up left over at the end to get it working through. I think more traps are needed. Another tornado trap someone suggested. Maybe some special traps. Maybe some new special traps would be kind of cool. Let's see what Sasha has coming in. We've got the Zapquake Log Launcher Lalo combination as well. Takes on the Scatter Shot here. And we're going to see a very powerful push coming through with the heroes. Again, we've got the use of the Unicorn and the Mighty Yak to go in with the hero push. So in with the Log Launcher, that's the best combination to really just command your way through. And we've got L.A.S.I.E to work along with the Royal Champion. So Log Launcher is set in place. We've got a nice funnel working through. We've got the Royal Champ up at the 1 o'clock side here with L.A.S.I.E. Giant to actually tank here. This gives a little reprieve, not only for L.A.S.I.E, but for the Royal Champ. And L.A.S.I.E stays a little bit further behind working through with the RC. How far did we go with that Log Launcher? It is open. He's got Yetis in there. No ice golems. See, typically with this attack, you bring in the ice golems because it gives the heroes more value. But this is going to help clear some defenses. A little bit of a switch up of the combination of what we're actually used to seeing. And these Yetis go the distance on this one. I guess you don't need ice golems when you have a Mighty Yak and you have a Unicorn to heal your heroes. And it's still, look at 54% of the base taken down as they work through with the Lalo. And the Queen is still holding on to the ability, and the King is still alive. So the Lalo pushes through into the Town Hall. We do have to freeze up quickly that Town Hall early on, but forces his way through, and the Warden ability to keep everything safe. Now that helps out quite a bit because you need to keep the Warden ability getting through that poison damage, so you have some loons left to the very end of the base. And a haste dropped to quickly move them along. Nice use of the freeze to hold off the scatter shot to ensure that the loons and the Queen actually stay safe through this. Queen still hanging on by a thread, just gets knocked out by the skellies, but he's got more than enough loons to manage to just barrel his way through to the end. Again, an overpower strategy right now in this current meta with the new hero pets. They should allow only one pet. For the worlds, I don't think that's going to happen, but maybe there could be some traps and adjustments made. And again, maybe some defensive buffs, some big defensive buffs. So we've got the blimp sailing through, boom, coming in with the Blizzard Lalo. Ooh, okay, let's see. Let's see what we got going on. Blizzard comes down. Want to clear out the core of the base. We also want to take down this Eagle. So we've got an Air Sweeper down. We've got the Eagle down. And we've got an Inferno down. Easy access to actually pick up the scatter shot here at the 6 o'clock side of the base. The Queen with the Unicorn. The King with the Mighty Yak. I like this combination. This is the deck that I actually prefer. So I'm glad to see Boom using it with his Blizzard Lalo. And look at that Mighty Yak doing nice work, helping to push his way through. We still have one wall break actually to work our way through, and we have an opening in the base. Royal Champ working together with L.A.S.I.E. L.A.S.I.E staying slightly behind, but also working along. This is actually really nice. Now remember, L.A.S.I.E stays about 2.5 tile space through with the Royal Champion. That's the favorite target for L.A.S.I.E. Invisibility spell for the King and Queen, and that Unicorn, try and keep it alive just a little bit longer, and that Unicorn actually stays just out of range of the Giga Poison. This is looking good. Oh, Unicorn right in there in the invisibility spell and staying alive. We've got the Lalo going on. Holy jeez. And the Queen ability to still come through and take on those Teslas keeps the loons right in track away from the center of the base where we would expect to see the potential traps coming in. And this Queen is still alive. Loons pushing their way through to the 3-star, and we still have a freeze and an invisibility spell left over for this one. Boom. I mean, is unstoppable right now in this. ATN is just going absolutely ham. They're having a field day with this one. It's Lalo cleanup. Did you see how much value we got with that Queen? Okay, Largo up to bat. Jinx trap from Eric. So we've got Largo coming in. With the Inferno drags. I wanted to see this. Okay, so he brings the yak with the king. What I want to see is if somebody ever does this with the use of the electro owl with the king. So Loon sneaking in, helping to pick off that archer tower since the Zapquake didn't quite take that out. Nice work. We do have the air defense to worry about, but we've got the path shaped up pretty well. So with the use of the king, now the king and the queen typically we see helping to funnel this along the outside edge, keeping it pushing along. With the king and the yak combination, that is going to be huge. I like that he's got the queen with Lassie because the king and the queen working together, having that power, gives the extra push on the cleanup. We've got the king and queen on that opposite side going straight for the town hall. I don't even know that we need the ice golem to do some tanking on this one, honestly. I really don't think that ice golem is needed to power these heroes through. Let's see if he can get the Inferno Drags in place. So we do need to keep it moving into the center of the base. So he drops in the Stone Slammer to try and work those Inferno Drags through and to pick up the scatter shot. We wanted to actually be taking on some of the defense. Now the Skellies take on that defense there, and that Stone Slammer doesn't actually push through quite where he wanted to see it. It should have made it to the 3 o'clock chamber. So it's up to the Royal Champ to take this on. Those Inferno Drags got absolutely massacred. Nothing ever took down that air defense. They never worked their way in. That's the great thing about these builders is that they can keep some things up on the board. And this is going to be potentially, is it going to be another defense that we're going to see coming in? That scatter shot, if it can hold, will secure the defense. Queen still got some life left. So does the Royal Champ and the Warden. But it's up to the scatter shot. If it can get it taken down, Skellies hold off the Royal Champ, but not long enough for it to actually take on the scatter shot. Oh, this actually narrowly moves its way through. Whoa, 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 whoa. That scatter shot. Oh, it might be the MVP. It just needs to turn to the queen. Get the queen. Knock her out. And that is going to be our defense. That, ladies and gentlemen, is our defense. A 91%. But you could see how close that was to actually turning around. Almost jinxing it. I didn't. Look at these archers. These are try-hard archers. You got to give them credit. Trying to work their way through the wall. They're just trying to do a good job here. They're not going to pick up more percent. We know this. What do you think? Actually, we're talking about traps that could be added. What do you think if this was a pitfall? So like when the builder hut is damaged, there's like a certain amount of troops that can fall into it that you lose. Wouldn't that be cool? If when that detonates, they just fall through. Banana traps. Ooh, yeah, like they slip. Some banana traps would be fun. What if the builder hut actually just dropped a few troops in it, like a certain amount of troops, like we see with when the giant bomb goes off. So we've got Yo-Yo coming in. Yo-Yo coming in with the Super P.E.K.K.A. Smash. So we have the Yeti Blimp that takes out the Eagle compartment down at the bottom side of the base. Nice, because then you don't have to worry about the Eagle whatsoever. Queen pathing her way through, but we've got an Ice Golem for her to take on. So this is going to slow things down, though. We've got the Mighty Yak. Mighty Yak to try and help work this through. That's an interesting combination with the Ice Golem and the Hound that the Queen actually has to contend with. There's a lot of tank that she has to work through. But with the assist on the Mighty Yak, it makes it a lot quicker to get along with. We've got the first wall break setting in place to get the pathing open in. Royal Champ sneaking her way through, and the King who's going to work on the outside of the base. So the Royal Champ's going to work in conjunction with the King. King's got the Unicorn with him to keep him alive and protecting the witches. And the Royal Champ has Lassie to work along. And of course, we see the Warden. Again, I like this combination. The Electro Owl inside the Smashed Owl tax where it can just stay a little bit more undercover. Royal Champ is going the distance, getting huge value. Does launch off that Seeking Shield, but there's really not a lot to worry about on the back end of the space. All scatters are down. The Eagle's down. Town Hall's down. And there's no singles. We've got a multi on the back end. A minute, 24 seconds left to go. And we've got the King ability. We've got the Queen ability. And we've got 2 Rages and a freeze. Holy swag, Batman. we've got an absolutely wrecked base coming through with Yo-Yo. Warden's still going strong on this one as well. Full health with the healers, keeping him alive. We've yet to use the king or the queen ability as they round that corner across the 3 o'clock side of the base here. With 55 seconds left, he won't even need to use his abilities at this point to keep this one going. He might want to force his queen through just to get her past that wall. But he knows he's got the time to get this done, and the king can do it single-handedly at this point. Absolutely, insanely overpowered. You've invested time in this game. Oh, but it might be time to find a new one. Let's see if there's any adjustments coming, because now that we're seeing what some of the pros, including the world champions of 2020, can do with it, I think it's going to show that there needs to be some buff. There definitely needs to be some buff coming along. Jeez, Yo-Yo. Oh, he's an absolute beast. I don't know. I think they need to see. I think once there's enough showing what these pros can do, maybe, just maybe, we'll get to see some changes come along. And ATN is surely showing that they can just dominate right now. So we've got Rico coming in with the Yeti Blimp hybrid. Blimp comes through to take on that multi-chamber, helping to section off a portion of the base and clear the path to navigate the queen charge portion. So we've got the queen working through with L.A.S.I.E. Such a good little robo-pop, helping to take on some of those defenses and structures and moving this queen quickly through. Ooh, unfortunate to see it taking on some damage from the scatter shot, which means it's down for the count, but cleared up enough structures to keep that queen moving along and take on the hound very quickly. So we've got her destination in tow, heading into that scatter shot chamber. Loon to ensure that archer tower goes down. A very, very smart move there, because it means that the queen will not stray. That could have pulled her out of path from going into that scattershot chamber. So very, very clutch move on that one. Good thinking, Rico. So we've got one more wall break to actually push this queen a little bit deeper through inside the space. And I'm curious, I guess we're going to go for that multi-chamber to wrap this down. And, oh, we have a jump. Oh, this queen's going to go in the core. Queen's going in the core all day long. Here we go. Right for the scatter shot there, because we've got the pathing all set and made with that multi-chamber straight through to the town hall. King on the outside edge with the yak. Again, a nice barrel through, using that combination together for particularly for funneling. And that's what the other wall break was for, to give the king and the yak access into the town hall, take the lead, help clear out some of that path. The king's got his ability, so he can do some work and keep the hybrid forcing along. Queen stuck in La La Land here in a tornado trap, finally takes a jump, but doesn't get into the center compartment. At very least, she did wind up taking down the scatter shot. Path is still navigating nicely, but it would be nice to see her working up towards the eagle and taking that down. In any case, we've got the Royal Champ's ability. We've got the Queen's ability. We still have a rage left over. We don't have any minors, but with the Queen and the Royal Champion and this rage, there is enough to potentially finish the job, but is there enough time to get this done? We do have a headhunter to help take out the king. Let's see if it gets dropped. We've got 2 headhunters. No, just lets the queen work through. Royal Champ struggling a bit through the Tesla farm, does finally force that ability with rage and gets most of the defenses down. 26 seconds left to go. Wizard surrounding the base here. And yeah, this is going to be fine on time. These abilities, because of the hero pets, are able to be reserved so long to the tail end of the raids here that it just leaves way too much to turn a hit around, that in Town Hall 13, we might not have quite seen it that way. And I'm going to have to miss it again as we have L.A.S.I.E coming in with the final attack. Question is, will it be a perfect war for ATN? L.A.S.I.E coming in with Lalo. So we have a Yeti combination here. Rage goes down. We want to take out the scatter shot. And look at this. We get the lure on the clan castle. We're seeing a little bit of a shift in the defensive troops. So we've got another combination of the ice hound. I'm sorry, the ice golem and the hound. I think these are the two that met up and helped to form the new ice hound. So pulling that into a nice dark corner. And this was huge value. Queen down for the count as well in that opener. Very, very nice. Queen combination here is working with the healers and the unicorn. But how many healers did he bring? It looks like he brought all 5 healers to work this queen along with that unicorn. Ooh, healer's getting targeted. We do finally have that Coco Loon that picks up a trap along the way. Wall breaks open. Yeti helping to try and keep this queen forced through and funneled. Storage might cause some problems, but the Yeti gets a cannon down. So that should keep it on track here because that's just in reach and the queen will pull into the town hall. Nice opener so far as the queen works her way in. Healer survive. We still have the unicorn that's alive and healthy. So we've got the unicorn charge that I've been talking about, but he did bring in a lot of healers with this, which means he doesn't have as many hogs. Wait, did I say a Lalo? Did I say a Lalo? He's got hogs. Yeah, wait, Linnea coming in with all hogs? Oh, please tell me. Please tell me this is going to be surgical. Couple of hogs to help keep the queen moving through. We've got the Royal Champ, the Hogs, and the Warden all working together as the king's on the outside edge of the base here. But the king has no pet? Linnaeus doesn't have a pet for his king? Oh my goodness. Linnaeus probably like, I don't need no stinking pet for my king. I don't need a mighty yak. He doesn't even bring in the yak. And look at the value that this level 80 king gets. Working his way through the Tesla farm on the outside of the base. Hogs barreling their way through right into the core. They are wreaking havoc. Get that heal down. Get that heal down. Linnaeus, thank you. Finally gets that heal down as they approach. The scatter shot working their way through past that multi-targeting chamber. Queen still up and alive. We've got a freeze to hold off. That Tesla farm still remains. We've got 2 loons, but we need this queen working along. This is going to be, I'm worried this is going to be a time fail unless the Royal Champ can get it done. That freeze is enough to hold off so the loons and the Royal Champ can work into conjunction together and they can take on the remaining defenses. 18 seconds left to go. Bear in mind, this is without a pet for the king. He's got everything else level 10, but nothing for his king. And with that, come on, 3 seconds. You've got the pet hunt. Oh my goodness. Linnaeus, 99% because he didn't have, he didn't have a yak. He didn't have a mighty yak. Oh no. Did he swag his queen? Please don't tell me he swagged his queen ability. There you go. The game's balanced. No mighty yak. He's fine. Linnaeus yak be like, I told you so. He's got everything else level 10. Where is your yak, Linnaeus? So that's it. We land 14 to 13. ATN 1% away from the perfect war. I hope you enjoyed that incredible war, and there's always more to come. We will have another ATN matchup live on Thursday. So if you want to tune in, make sure to follow me over on Twitch and make sure to head over to my Discord server because this is where you get the notifications and you get free weekly base drops, free links courtesy of Blueprint Base Building, where we have some of the best base builders around. But that's about it for now. Until next time, this is Lady B. I'll catch you guys later.